Are you ready to turn your internship into a full-time role? This is a critical point in your career. The choices you make now will shape your career for years to come. But let's face it, transitioning from an internship to a full-time role can often feel daunting, overwhelming, and sometimes even downright impossible. Let's start with the powerful statistics. Did you know that approximately 60% of internship results in full-time office? Yes. Yet, for many interns, the path to getting that offer often feels like walking a tightrope without a safety net. That's why we are here today to give you a plan. In this video, I will explore 7 proven strategies that will guide you step by step through the transition process from internship to a full-time role. Stick around, you will not only feel prepared but also be confident in your ability to secure a full-time job and thrive in. Let's dive in now. Before we get into the strategies, let me share a story about a close friend of mine, Alex. Alex had completed 3 internships during his college days, and he is a workaholic. He worked hard, gained valuable experience. But when it came to finding a job, full-time job, he felt stuck. He was frustrated and discouraged and constantly comparing himself to his other fellow interns who were able to pass this transition from internship to a full-time role. Despite his struggles, Alex didn't give up. He refined his skills, leaned on his network, and started building deeper relationships with people around in his field. Slowly but steadily, things started turning around for Alex. By the time the graduation came, Alex landed in a role that was not just matching with his skills, but aligned with his long-term career goals. What Alex's story taught me here, and what I hope you will take away from this, is this. Transitioning from internship to a full-time role requires patience, persistence, and most importantly, a strategy. Here I mean your career and an assessment of your own skill. Let's go into practical steps you can take to replicate that success. Proven strategy 1. Start strong and set clear goals. The foundation of a successful transition starts on your first day as an intern. Yes, your journey to a full-time role begins right there. And here is what you need to do. Define your career objectives. Think about what you will see yourself in first, third, and 5th year from an internship point of view. And have a clear vision of your career goals that will help you not only guide your actions but also signal to your supervisors or your managers or peers that you are very serious about your professional development. Understand the company's mission. Aligning your personal goals with the company's objectives is very, very critical and important. When your aspirations match the company's priorities, you naturally become a more attractive candidate for a full-time role. Take ownership of your projects. Treat every assignment like it is your responsibility to deliver the results that exceed expectations. That mindset will set you apart from your peers and others who are competing in that space for that role, who might be content just to say, yeah, I got it, but you being a notch above them, you will start delivering results that matches the company's expectations. By setting clear goals and showing intentionally that you are demonstrating your exceeding expectation capability and skills, that would lay the foundation or groundwork for your success. Remember, people notice those who take their role seriously. That brings to the second proven strategy: build and leverage your network. So, networking is often the secret sauce of your career success. As an intern, you may have a golden opportunity to build meaningful relationships with your peers and colleagues, maybe within your team or across your functions or departments or within the entire organization. So what you need to do, engage with the team. You be a team player, so don't limit your interactions to your immediate supervisor. Get to know colleagues, friends across departments and functions, and attend team meetings regularly. Don't miss. Even you may think that it is off, not related to your work, but still you attend the team meetings, participate in company events, and engage with others during breaks or after office hours or after work hours. The next step is find a mentor. Seek out to someone who has been in your shoes before. A mentor can always provide a valuable advice and advocate for you when particularly opportunities arise. Because the mentor has already gone through the sequence of steps, whatever you are trying to do now, in her or in his career before. So finding a mentor is a next step in this. Creating a strong presence, maybe digital presence. Maybe you can update your LinkedIn profile to or any online tools where you keep up your business profile. Maybe you can have your business card. Ensure that it is up to date with project skills and certifications. Additionally, where applicable, maintain a portfolio of your work to showcase your skills visually. Visual has got an impact, and try to make advantage of that. Obviously, networking isn't just about meeting people, it is about building trust and creating advocates for your career. So all these things have to come together so that you can adapt this strategy effectively. Next one is demonstrate value through actions. That is the proven strategy 3. I repeat, demonstrate value through actions. One of the most effective ways to convert an internship into a full-time role is proving your value. So how do you do this? First thing is take initiative. Don't wait to be told what you need to do. If you see an area where you can contribute or a problem that you can solve or step in and offer solutions, don't hesitate to offer your ideas or your contributions. By taking this kind of initiatives, it will help you to prove that you are contributing your value through your actions. The next step is you need to communicate your progress. Regularly update your supervisors on your project, where you stand, and ask for feedback wherever it is required. This not only shows that you are a proactive person, but also you are giving them the confidence in your work ethic. Sometimes I myself have told quite a lot of people who have worked with me that you don't wait for me to ask. You keep on pushing whatever is your update to me, so that whenever I feel something going wrong, I'll always check with you. So the third step in this strategy is showcase your cultural fit. You cannot be a fish out of water. So demonstrating that you align the company's value and culture can most of the times matter as much as your skills. Companies hire people they feel will be there in their work environment. Otherwise, why should they take you in? So that brings to strategy number 4. Navigate your full-time offer process. So now you have proven the values. What's next? It's time to understand how the full-time offer process works. Each companies have different methodology, different way of doing things. But foremost is that knowing the company's hiring cycle. Otherwise, you will be knocking at the wrong door. Research when the company typically makes full-time offers. Align your discussions and follow-up actions with these timelines. Otherwise, you will be putting quite a lot of effort, whereas the company may not be really interested in even discussing with you in the first place. The moment you have done this research, Prepare for your salary discussions. Salary is not just your salary, but that includes benefits, whatever you can save through taxes or something like stock options and so on and so forth based on the type of company you are getting in. So use online tools to research, talk to your friends, talk to your colleagues who has gone through this process before, and get to know what are the similar salaries and similar benefits they offer. This will help you to negotiate confidently when the time comes. And more importantly, you need to get clarified on the offers, which means that you need to go through every line of the offer, understand what are the nuances thereof. For example, it could be non-disclosures, it could be confidentiality agreements, and many other factors. If you are a researcher, then how you take ownership of that research vis-a-vis how the company is also going to have a hands-on on your work. So understand all these nuances so that you don't get into any legal struggle later. But at the same time, you also discuss about your benefits and other contract terms. Don't be afraid to ask questions to ensure that there are no surprises down the line once you start your full-time role. I want to give you a professional tip here. Negotiation isn't just about salary. It's about crafting a whole package that works for you and for the company. Let's move on to proven strategy number 5. Adapt and succeed in a full-time role. Now that you have gone through the whole process, you got into a job, congratulations, you have landed in your job, the dream job you wanted, and if you feel that you have completed your task of getting a job, most likely you are wrong, because the journey has just begun now and you should not stop at this stage. So what are the steps to achieve this strategy? Adapt to new responsibility. That goes without saying, right? So full-time role comes up with quite a lot of challenges, a lot of responsibilities and a lot of expectations. So you need to be flexible enough to handle such kind of challenges, such kind of expectations, and you need to be taking more responsibility as needed. For that you need to be flexible and you should be ready to take up that responsibility. So the second step here is that once you get into all these things, obviously you need to prioritize your activities effectively. So you need to learn to manage your workload, your priorities, your tasks, and whatever is explicitly stated or implicitly told, and all these things towards certain deadlines against which you are working on, but without compromising the quality. That's what you should remember, and your company will also be expecting on that. Once you start doing that, the third step is you need to seek feedback, and that is not a one-time one. You have to do it continuously. So having a constructive criticism is a gift, and take it that way, and don't think that very personal and negative about it and get into a closed loop. Use it to identify areas for improvements and grow professionally. That is what a good professional would do. And once you start doing it, the next one obviously is you need to have a work-life balance. Otherwise what will happen is that you will carry your company here, and on the back, and you will completely collapse. But at the same time, you should handle it very correctly, very professionally. So transitioning into a full-time role can be demanding, and that you should remember always. Ensure that you set up boundaries and make time for activities that recharge you, because more you get work out on such things, you will try to get burnout, you will get frustrated based on the results. So you need to be very clear about putting boundaries so that nothing gets into your mind or heart, and at the same time you are still responsible to deliver. So that work-life balance is essence. So that is proven strategy 5, and let's move on to proven strategy 6. You need to overcome certain common challenges. Yes, Let's talk about some of the common challenges a new professional would feel or would get into or would face in any company or in any corporate. The first is imposter syndrome. Feeling like you don't belong to, you are not alone. Many people will feel that, okay, what am I doing? Why I am doing this? Am I doing it correctly or am I doing it wrongly? So focus on your accomplishments and remember that growth takes time. Don't expect overnight results. Don't expect overnight appreciations. Don't expect overnight some supportive feedback or constructive feedback. So everything will take its own sweet time. And obviously, as we discussed, work-life balance is very, very essential. You need to ensure that you don't get into the burnouts, you don't get into any stressful scenarios, and you need to manage all those things. You just watch out on our stress-related videos so that you know what the work is and stress doesn't come to you at all. Have a look at it if possible. And get a constructive feedback at all times from your peers, from your managers, and maybe sometimes if you've got somebody working for you as a team member, definitely you try to take the feedback from your reportees as well. Though you are an intern to a fresher at this point in time, but still based on the career graph or based on how you performed, there is a possibility that you may be asked to handle your fellow team members in such a way like a school, like a class leader. So that way you may be asked to handle certain things, though not officially made it as a team leader. So in that case, try to get feedback from your peers and your people who are supporting you. And the next challenge is networking. So you need to build networks both digitally, online and physically. So this you can do very well using participating in industry events, seminars. Try to take use of or make use of all such things. And the crux here is that the purpose of networking is you should never stop reading, learning, listening. So you need to learn. That is the purpose. So that makes us to come to the last but not the least, seventh strategy: plan for long-term career growth. When I say long-term, definitely it is not just 1 year or 3 years. It is about more than 5 years, let's say 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So you need to have that kind of a clarity, and you need to have that big picture in your mind. A successful career isn't built in day one, or it is not built on one day. That also you have to remember. And it may even go for many years, like a bunch of 5 years. So you will have 3-5 years or 4-5 years. So how to plan for long-term growth? So very methodological approaches: set career milestones. So at the end of these 5, 10, 15 years, you need to set your career milestones, like how you want to be for yourself and for your organization. So from that perspective, start taking actionable steps. The actionable steps meaning that you need to list down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points and take respective actions one by one and see how you are performing at a periodical. Suppose if it is a 5-year plan, so at the end of 1 year, you see how you are performing, take a corrective action if required, or you proceed or you intensify your effort to go along your career path. The second way is to get a mentor. I had a mentor at the very start of my career, and that is helping me even after 35 years. Okay, so I would suggest that you have a mentor, and you need to be very wise to choose a mentor. That is also very, very important. But your mentor can guide you through challenges and opportunities and their experiences, and they will give you invaluable perspective. So they will give you analyze the situations and come up with some perspectives which you can definitely take cognizance of and appropriately introspect and start using it in your life and career. And then you should never ever stop learning. So the next step here on this strategy is invest in your continuous learning. So everything is a change. So today you learned this, tomorrow you learn something else. That means there is a change not only in you, not only in your team, not only in your company, the entire industry, and the industry to the whole society. So that's how the change mechanism works, if you understand correctly. So everything is a change. Just take it for now. Everything is a change. So you start attending all these workshops, seminars, etc., to stay ahead. Okay, to keep your pace at a very high level, so that you are the top of the notch of the people, so that the company recognize you and you also grow along with the company and you grow personally as well. So invest in continuous learning. The word invest is more important than just a continuous learning. Transitioning from internship to full-time role is not just a career milestone. It is the start of your professional journey, always. If you're wise, whenever you change jobs, whenever you change your roles or positions, think that that is the first day in your career. So it is a professional journey. It takes quite a lot of effort, patience, and strategies, whatever we discussed so far. But remember, the rewards are worth it. The rewards you will start enjoying, but not on day one, but definitely over a period of 5 to 10 years you will start enjoying your rewards. So to recap, start with strong and clear goals. Build meaningful professional relationships. Thirdly, demonstrate value through your high quality work. Master the full-time offer process. Adapt to the demands of a full-time role. The next one is overcome the common challenges with confidence. Plan for a long-term career. Plan for a long-term fulfilling career. Happy career. I wish to recommend you with some resources here so that you can have a look at it in your free time. What is the color of your parachute? By Richard Bowles. Read this book. There are articles out there in the internet as well. How to transition from intern to full-time employee. There are websites for National Association of Colleges and Employers, NACE. I hope these insights inspire you to start building your skills today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends who are in need of such inputs. And stay tuned for more career development tips. Thank you. Cheers.